From this comfortable seat, breathe in and exhale out through your mouth. Long inhale in and exhale out. Drop your chin to your chest and feel the back of your neck start to stretch. Be aware that you're not rounding forward, that just your head is dropping. And then gently roll your right ear over to your right shoulder, stretching through the side of your neck. And then gently roll back through center, rolling your left ear over to your left shoulder, stretching through the right side of your neck. We're going to do that one more time. So roll slowly through center, right ear to right shoulder, and then back through center, left ear to left shoulder. Come back to center. Lift your chin up. Take a big inhale. And exhale everything out. Walk your fingers out to either side of your mat. Tippity tap them. And then reach your right arm up by your ear. Lengthen up to the ceiling. Exhale over to the left. Pressing your right hip down into the mat. And then come back through center. Reach your left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale over to the right. Left hip settling down. And then come back through center one more time. Reach your right arm up. And exhale over to the left. Come back through center. Float your right arm down. Reach your left arm up and over. And come back through center. Reach both arms up, reaching them out to the sides. Give yourself a big hug with your right arm on top of your left arm. See if you can work your fingers back around to the tops of your shoulders. Maybe giving yourself a little poke, a little massage, a little squeeze. And then if you can, release your hands and see if you can crisscross them coming into eagle arms. So either the backs of your palms touch, or if you can make that extra cross, your palms will touch. This will be a deep stretch through the tops of your shoulders. Check in that you're sitting up tall, activate your core, draw your navel in. See if you can lift your shoulders, your elbows up so they're at the height of your shoulders. Might be very tight for you. It's feeling very tight for me. Another breath here. We're going to bring our arms over to the right as we look over towards the left. Twist here. Inhale through center. Exhale, bring the arms over to the left. Look over the right shoulder. Back through center. And twist. And back through center. And twist. Come back to center. Unravel the arms. Release them out by your side. Let them float all the way down by the floor. Roll your shoulders back. And now roll your shoulders forward. Reach your arms up and out so they're at shoulder height. Big hug, this time left arm on top. See how far you can get your fingers back there. Poking around at your shoulder blades, maybe your neck. Checking in, how are things feeling? And then bring either the backs of your palms together or do the double cross and bring the palms of your hands together. Start to feel the stretch. Draw your belly in, sit up tall, reach your elbows up so they're level with your shoulders. Notice if one shoulder is higher than the other. See if you can counter that. And now bring the shoulders over to the left, look to the right. Come through center, elbows to the right, look to the left. Come through center and twist. Come through center and twist. Release. Reach your arms all the way up overhead this time. And then start to let your fingertips come down to the ground and then walk them out in front of you. Letting your forehead come down towards the mat. Stretching through your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. Reach your fingers out, keeping your elbows lifted off the mat, seeing if you can grow longer through your spine. And then slowly come back just enough that you can roll into your tabletop position, lining your hands up under your shoulders and your knees up under your hips. Drop your belly, big inhale, open your heart, press down with your fingers, and then exhale, round through your spine. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Come to neutral. Draw your right knee into your chest. Hold it here. Extend your right leg out at hip height. Once you're balanced, lift your left arm up. 3 slow breaths here. Balancing, building strength, building confidence. And then return your hand and your knee. Drop your belly, open your heart, big cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Come to neutral. Draw your left knee into your chest. Hold it here. Extend your left leg out behind you at hip height. Reach your right arm forward. Finding your balance. 3 breaths. And then return to center. Now we're going to extend our left arm, right leg at the same time. Exhale, let the knee and elbow kiss the center. Reach back out. Knee and elbow kiss. Reach back out. Return to center. Drop your belly, open your heart. Exhale, cat. Inhale, round. Exhale, cat. Back to neutral. Extend your left leg, right arm. Exhale, let them meet. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower everything down. Open your knees, sit your hips back, coming into a child's pose, letting your forehead come down to the mat. Reach your fingers forward. So keep your elbows up off the ground. Feel the stretch through your side body, through your armpits. And now slowly walk your arms over to the right. Maybe you can put your left hand on top of your right hand. Feel your left hip pull away from you towards your left heel, deepening the stretch through your left side body. And then walk back through center. Walk over to the left. Maybe you can place your right hand on top of your left hand. Let your right hip sit down, pulling towards your heel. Big, deep side body stretch. Come back to center. Come back up to all fours. Reach your right foot behind you, saw back and forth. And then draw your right knee into your chest, sliding your right foot up between your hands. Let your hips rock back and forth a little bit, and then find your 90-90 position. Reach your arms out and up. Pull your hands down into a cactus. Reach them back up. Pull them down. Reach them up. And this time we're going to pull them down through our heart center, hands at prayer. And then lift and twist, bringing your left elbow over to your right knee. Maybe you can turn your head and look up over your right shoulder, pressing down into your left shin and your right foot. Unravel back to center, reach your arms up, float your fingertips down, return your right knee under your right hip. Reach your left leg back, rock back and forth over your left toes. And then draw the left knee into your chest, slide your left foot up between your hands. Shift your hips back and forth a little bit. And then reach your arms all the way up. Pull your elbows out and open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull your elbows out and open. Inhale, reach up. Hands go to heart center. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the left, bringing your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Breathe here. And slowly unwind or reach your arms up. Float your fingers down. Slide your left knee back behind you. Reach your right foot back. Rock back and forth, stretching out your calf and your ankle. Draw your right knee into your chest. Slide your right foot up between your hands. This time you can extend your left leg back behind you, lifting the knee off the mat. Staying here in your low lunge, rocking your hips, finding space. Breathe here. When you're ready, reach your arms out and up, coming into your high lunge. Draw your elbows open, reach up. Draw your elbows open, reach up. Let your hands come to prayer at the center of your chest. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right, bringing your left elbow to the outer edge of your right knee. Press into your foot, press into your back toes, lift your left thigh, engage your glutes, find your balance. And then reach back up to center. Float your fingers down, lower the left knee, and return the right knee back into your tabletop position. Extend the left leg behind you, rock back and forth. Lift the left leg up, slide the left foot up between your hands. Curl your right toes under, lift your right knee, finding your low lunge. And rock, shift a little bit of the weight here. And then when you're ready, reach your arms out and up, coming into your high lunge. Draw your elbows down, reach back up. Draw your elbows down, reach back up, palms touch, hands come to heart center, lengthen, exhale, twist to the left. Your right elbow comes to the outside of your left knee. Reach your right heel back. Feel your calf and your quad engage, press into your left foot. One more breath here, and then unwind, reach up. Exhale your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Pedal your down dog out. First down dog of class. Shift your weight right and left. Let your head reach between your arms. Shake it. Yes. Shake it no. And on your next exhale, slowly walk your feet all the way up to meet your hands. Coming into your forward fold with your knees slightly bent, reaching for opposite elbows, feeling the backs of your legs stretch. Crown of the head gets heavy. Gently sway side to side, checking on your balance. Release your arms and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Coming up nice and slow. Stacking everything up. Getting your shoulders up over your hips. Hips up over your ankles. Take a moment here. And then inhale your arms all the way out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, step your left foot back. Lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Press up to tabletop. Press your hips back. Curl your toes. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Nice and slow. And then look forward at your hands and walk slowly, bringing your feet to the front of the mat to meet your hands. Let your head hang heavy. Press into your feet, reach your arms out and up. Coming all the way back up to stand. Arms come back down by your side. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Step your right foot back to plank. On your exhale, lower all the way down to your stomach. Untuck your toes. Baby cobra. Lower back down. Press up through tabletop. Letting your hips shift back. And then curling your toes for downward facing dog. Breathe here. Look forward at your hands and walk your feet all the way up to meet your hands. Let your head hang heavy. Press down into your feet, reach your arms out and around to come all the way back up to stand. Exhale your hands down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, gaze forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back into a low lunge. Reach your right heel back, slide your left leg back to plank to meet it. Hold your plank. Lower all the way down, or this time knees, and tuck your toes, chest, chin. Lift up. Exhale, press back up into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. Bend your right knee, step your right foot all the way forward, low lunge, and then bring your left foot up to meet it. Let your head hang heavy. Press down into your feet, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, low lunge. Step your right leg back, plank pose. Lower your knees, untuck your toes, lower your chest and chin. Come on through to baby cobra, and then press up and back into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Lift your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee into your chest. Slide your left foot up between your hands. Low lunge. And then step your right foot up to meet your left. Let your head hang heavy. Press down into your feet. Reach your arms out and up, coming all the way up into stand. Let your arms come down by your side. One more, sun A. Reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right and then your left leg back to plank. Hold here in plank. One more breath. And then knees, chest, chin, or if you're ready, lower halfway down. Untuck your toes, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your right leg up behind you. Bend your right knee. Step your foot all the way forward. Step your left foot up to meet it. Forward fold. Press down through your feet. Bring your arms all the way up overhead to stand. Exhale your hands down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot and then your right foot back, hold in plank. Spread your fingers, press into your thumb and your pointer finger. Feel your shoulder blades spread. Knees, chest, chin, or halfway down to chaturanga. Come into your back bend and flow through to your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Lift your hips up, feel your spine grow longer. Draw your navel in and up. Put your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee in. Float your left foot up by your hands. Step your right foot up to meet it. Let your head hang heavy. Reach your arms all the way out. Coming up to stand. Exhale your hands down by your side. All right, we're going to build a very slow flow tonight. We're going to hold the poses. It's going to be a little challenging, and then we'll go through it again a little bit faster. So inhale, bring your arms all the way up. We're trying something new. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands. Step yourself back to plank. Lower down, halfway or all the way. Coming into your back bend, coming into your downward facing dog. Pause here. Put your left leg up behind you. Reach the leg up. Hips are even. And now bend the left knee, slide the left foot all the way up between your hands. Turn your right heel down, pressing into the outer edge of your right foot. Lift on up to warrior one. Now we're going to stay here. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Lower your shoulders. Reach your arms up. One more breath. And then open into warrior two. Think about your hips and shoulders staying in alignment. Your arms are reaching away from the center. Set your hips down a little bit further. Let your right arm reach towards the back, staying nice and square. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Feel your left knee open to the left. And then straighten your left leg. Reach your left arm towards your left toes. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And when you can't reach any farther, let your left hand come down either to your shin or to a block behind your leg. And your right arm reaches up. So if you have a block, it goes right like that. Now think about squaring your hips. You're drawing your belly button in, but you're also pulling your torso. So you're twisting open, and then your arm is reaching up. You're pressing into the outer edge of your right foot. Your legs are straight, you're lifting up, your legs are engaged, your quads are lifting away from your kneecaps. Come back up to stand, and then melt your left knee into your warrior two. Pausing here. Feel your right leg extending back behind you. Your left knee is over your left ankle. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Your right hand reaches down your right leg. You want to find a big side bend through the left, but you don't want to constrict through the right. So you're lifting up and over something to the right. You should be able to lift your right hand up and off your leg. And then come all the way through center to side angle. Left forearm on left thigh, right arm reaches up and over by your right ear. So from your right fingertips all the way down to your outer edge of your right foot is one straight line. Again, you're twisting your torso open to the right. Got it. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg, turn your toes, bring your hands to your waist. Think about your tailbone lengthening down. Your shoulders are over your hips. You're lifting your belly button up to your spine as you slowly fold forward. When you're ready, bring your hands down to the floor or to blocks. Maybe you walk your fingers back in line with your toes, letting your head hang heavy. The weight shifts into the front of your feet. You could almost slide a dollar bill or a Metro card underneath your heels. You're lifting your thighs up away from your kneecaps. The head gets heavier. You feel more of a stretch. Plant your left hand on the ground or on a block. And then draw your right arm up to the ceiling, coming into a twist. Think about lengthening your spine outwards, twisting your rib cage and your torso. And then bring your right hand all the way down and place it where your left was. And then twist up and open to the left. I can't get my left arm up as high. So I'm going to focus on twisting through my torso, holding onto my rib cage. And then come back down to center. Walk your hands over to the left, turning your left toe, widening your stance, lower your right knee. You're in a lizard lunge. So you're pressing your arms open, holding your chest up. If you have a block, maybe you bring your forearms down to your block. You can roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Breathing here, letting your head relax. You can come down lower if that's available for you. We'll have time to explore that. We're going to plant our right hand on the ground or a block. And then we're going to start to take our left arm up and over, coming into a twist. So you're looking over your left shoulder. Maybe you can see your right foot. Breathing here. And then place your left hand back down. Curl your right toes under, step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa, or knees, chest, chin. Coming into your upward facing dog. And we'll all meet in our downward facing dog. Breathe here. Nice and slow. Press into your thumb and your forefinger. Feel like your fingers are pressing into mud. You're rotating your upper arm bones. And then float your right leg up behind you. Hold it up there. Flex your foot. Reach your heel away from your body. Bend your right knee. Step your right foot all the way up between your hands. Turn your left heel down, pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Reach up, coming into your warrior one. Your right knee is over your right ankle. You're thinking about facing the front of your mat. Even though your body wants to go to the left, you're going to think about twisting just so gently to the front of your mat. Your arms are reaching up, your shoulders are dropping away from your ears. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Continue your slow, deep breaths. And then slowly open into warrior two. Maybe you can sit a little bit lower in your warrior two. Arms are reaching away from you. Again, drop your shoulders. Your left arm should pull back just a little bit so that your shoulders are over your hips. Straighten your front leg. Reach your right fingers towards the front of your mat. Reach, reach. And when you can't reach any further, start to tip into triangle with your right hand coming down to your shin or block right behind your foot. Twist your torso open. So you're zipping up through your inner thighs. You're sucking, your legs are sucking energy out of the ground. You're holding yourself up and then reaching and twisting. Breathing here. And then squeeze yourself back up. Bend your right knee back into your warrior two. Relax your shoulders. They might have gotten up in your ears. Turn your right palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. You're reaching up and over. You're not constricting your left side. You want your left arm to reach back. Your right arm is reaching up and over. Deep side stretch. One more breath. And then bend your right arm as you come all the way through, placing your right arm on your left shin, reaching your left arm up. Straight line from your fingertips to your toes. Find the rotation through your chest again. Nice and slow, finding the nuances of the pose. And then come all the way back up to stand. Turn your right toes to the left. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers, open your chest, and start to fold forward. Bring your fingers down to the ground. Maybe you walk them back a little bit further this time. Feel the pressure in your toes and in the balls of your feet. Press into the outer edges of your feet. Lift your thighs away from your knees. Let your head hang heavy. Place your right hand center under your face and then twist up and open to the left. Reaching your left arm up. Make sure you're still pressing into the ground with your toes. And then come back to center. Switch hands. Twist up to the right. Lengthen your spine. And then come back down to center. Walk your hands over to the right. Turning your right toes out to the outer edge of your mat. Lower your left knee, coming into your lizard pose. Pressing the mat away from you, feeling your hips start to open. Maybe you can come down onto a block or onto the ground, onto your forearms. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot if you want to deepen the stretch. And then slowly come back, place your hands on the ground, lift your left knee, slide your right leg back, go through your version of your vinyasa, and we will meet in downward facing dog. And we're going to go through that same flow again. We will move it a little bit quicker. So now you know what to expect. We might add on a few things here or there. Float your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee into your chest. Float your left foot up between your hands. Lower your right foot. Reach your arms out and up, coming into your warrior one. Straighten your front leg. And then exhale, melt back into your warrior one. Breathe in, exhale out to your warrior two. Breathe in and straighten your left leg. Reach forward, coming into triangle, reaching as far as you can. Letting your left hand come down, right arm reaches up. Find the twist in your torso, in your rib cage. Reach your right arm by your right ear. If you want to challenge your core, lift your left arm up. Inhale your whole entire torso up, melt back into your warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come all the way through to side angle, bending your left forearm, placing it on your thigh, reaching your right arm up by your ear. If you want to advance this, lower your left hand. Maybe take a half bind or a full bind. And then unravel back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg, turn your toes, hands to hips, hinge forward. Crown of the head to the ground. Reach your left hand towards your right ankle. Twist up to the right. Come back to center, reach your right hand to your left ankle, twist up to the left. Come back to center. Walk your hands over to the left, scoot your left foot out to the edge of your mat. Maybe this time you keep your heel lifted, your right knee lifted in your lizard. Holding here. And now lower your right knee. Reach your, we didn't do the twist on the other side. Reach your left arm up, coming into the twist. And now bend your back toe and release. Bend and release. And maybe this time you can make the connection with your left hand and your right toe. Breathing here. One more breath and then release. Hands back on the ground. Lift your right knee. Step back into plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. For the other side. Take a few centering breaths here in down dog. Float your right leg up behind you. Draw your right knee into your chest. Slide your right foot up between your hands. Turn your left heel down. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Reach yourself out and up. Warrior one. Straighten your front leg. Exhale back into warrior one. Inhale, exhale, open into warrior two. Stay here for a breath cycle. And then straighten your front leg. Reach your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Slowly come down into triangle. Don't lose that rotation in your torso. Squeezing your inner thighs together. Reach your left arm by your left ear. You want to challenge your core. Reach your right arm by your right ear. Squeezing through your center. Come all the way back up to stand. Exhale into warrior two. Turn your right palm up, peaceful warrior. And then come all the way through into side angle. Maybe this time on side angle, you lower your hand to the floor. Maybe you take half a bind or a full bind. Making sure you're keeping your heart open, twisting your torso. Releasing that back to warrior two. Straighten your right toes. Turn your toes to the left. Bring your heels in this time. Bend your arms and sit into a goddess pose. Maybe you take a little pulsing here. Maybe you hold it still. Breathe. And then straighten, fold forward. Walk your hands towards your right foot. Bring your right foot to the outer edge of the mat. Keep your left knee lifted this time, working deeper into that lizard pose. Lower your left knee, reach your right arm up, come back into the twist. So we skipped this last time. So maybe you want to play here a little bit longer, reaching and twisting back. And now hold your right arm back and now bend and straighten your left leg. And maybe on the second or third one, you can make the connection with your fingertips and your toes. Breathe here. And then release. Lift your left knee, slide your right foot back into plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa, and we will meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here in your down dog. Look forward at your hands and slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Pressing down into your feet, reach your arms out to the side, coming all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up, bring them down through heart center. Lift your right knee up, holding it at hip height. And if you want, you can try and cross the right leg over the left, coming into eagle legs. Maybe you can double cross. Keeping your hands here at heart center, or like we did at the beginning of class, you reach your arms out to the side, bringing the left arm under the right, single or double twisting. Staying here in eagle, you can sink a little bit lower. Maybe you want to try folding forward. Your inner thighs are working, squeezing everything into your center line. And then if you're folded forward, slowly come back up. Release your arms, release your legs, and let everything come down to stand. And then bring your left knee up so it's at hip height. Your hands are at heart center or wherever they're comfortable. Cross your left leg over the right and start to sit down into your version of eagle. Ooh, one side is always better, easier, more comfortable than the other. From here, maybe you reach your arms open, cross your right arm under your left, lifting your elbows up, inner thighs active for your balance. Maybe you can fold forward. And then come back up. Unwind, release everything up. Hands come down by your side. Sit your hips back, coming into your chair pose, reaching your arms forward. If possible, I want you to keep sitting down, lifting your toes up, coming into a toe stand. Bring your hands to heart center, stay here. Or if you want to take a short one crow practice, you can go ahead and bring your hands to the ground, lifting your hips up, coming forward into your crow. If not, stay here in your toe stand. And then everybody roll back, sitting down. Extend your left leg out in front, right leg comes in. Sit up nice and tall, fold forward over your left leg. We're going to start to wind it down, slowing it down. You can let your left leg be slightly bent. And breathe. As you roll back up, you're going to lift your right knee, you're going to hook your left arm, and you're going to take a gentle twist over your right shoulder. Back to center, extend your right leg out. Slide your left foot along your right inner thigh, reach your arms up, and then drape yourself over your right leg. Focus on your breath. Try and stay in the moment. And then slowly roll up. Bring your left knee up, hook your right elbow around it. Take a twist to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Release back to front, extend both legs out in front of you. Reach your arms up, exhale, forward fold, both legs, both arms. Let your head hang heavy. Let your elbows get heavy. Maybe your knees are slightly bent. And then slowly roll up to seated. Slide the soles of your feet onto the ground. Reach your arms out in front of you, engage your core, and start to roll back nice and slow to the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting your head come down onto the mat. Your feet are on the floor, toes are pointing away from you. And lift your hips, coming into a bridge pose. Interlace your fingers. Maybe you shimmy your shoulders closer together to get your hips higher. Press into your big toe, your pinky toe, and the heels of your foot. And then slowly lower down. Let your knees touch, let your feet come out to the edge of your mat. One hand on your stomach, one hand on your heart. Slow down your breath. Bring your feet back in line with your knees. Reach your arms down by the side. And start to lift your hips up, lower back, middle back, upper back. Coming into another bridge, or if wheel is in your practice, you can take that. Interlace your fingers, press your triceps into the mat to lift your back deeper into this back bend. Make sure your thighs are staying parallel, your shins are pointing towards your toes. And then release your hands, roll everything back down. Knees touch, feet come open. One hand on your stomach, one hand on your heart. Reach your arms out into a T or into a cactus, and then drop both knees over to the right. So they're kind of in a 90, your legs are in like a 90-90 position. Lift your right ankle, and if you can, or if it feels good, place it on top of your left thigh. Deepening this stretch. Maybe you can look over your left shoulder. Release your right foot. Bring your knees up through center. Let them sway side to side a little bit. Nice windshield wiper motion. And then drop both knees over to the left. Pick your left foot up, place it on top of your right thigh. And then look over your right shoulder. Breathe here. Release your left foot, bring your knees back up to center, windshield wiper your legs gently right to left. Draw the right knee into your chest, draw the left knee into your chest. This is comfortable, you can rock gently side to side. Maybe you can reach for the outer edges of your feet, coming into a happy baby. Feeling your lower back release and relax. If there's any last motion or movement that you want to take before we move into our Savasana, you can go ahead and do that now. And then when you're ready, let your legs come out away from your body. Let your arms extend away from your body. Use your head to lift and lengthen your spine. Lift your right leg up off the ground and see if you can drop it down an inch further away. Lift your left leg up off the ground and see if you can extend it and drop it an inch further away. Lift your right arm up and move it away from you and then drop it down. Lift your left arm up and drop it down. Take a big inhale. Pressing into the back of your head, lifting your spine, and then exhale everything down. Let your eyes close. Let your breathing slow down and elongate. And we'll stay here for a couple minutes, enjoying all the work that we did. you want to stay in your Savasana for longer, I highly encourage that. If not, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Breathe in, deepening your inhales, lengthening your exhales. Reach your arms up overhead, coming into a big, long, full body stretch. And then rolling onto one side, rolling yourself up, using your arm as a pillow. And pausing here. Slowly come up into a seated position, similar to where we started class. And when you're ready, reach your arms out and up overhead so that your palms meet. And then exhale, bringing your hands down through the center line of your body, letting your thumbs make a connection with your sternum. And keep your hands here, or you can separate them and place one hand over your heart and one hand over your lungs. Feeling the life move through your body. Acknowledge the work that you did and how well it is for you. I appreciate you coming to practice with me. I appreciate those of you that take the video later. Thank you very much. Namaste.